boy Ghost here, and today we're going to talk about these DBD patch notes, okay? Alright, because actually, after reading this before I started this video, this is a uncommon behavior W. An uncommon behavior W, I must say. They don't come out with big dubs often. This is a good one, alright? Okay, so we're just going to read the whole thing, let you guys know how I do these. Read the whole thing and everything's cool. Alright, ready? Happy New Year's, the team is back for the holidays. I'm going to zoom in for a little bit. Happy New Year's, the team is back for the holidays. We bought with us a new developer update. In this series post, we cover the biggest upcoming changes which coming to Dead by Daylight. All right, so first off, here we go. First things first, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, I'm gonna paraphrase. So they're coming out with a survivor HUD. So now whenever you'll be able to see next to the survivors what they're doing. This is also like next to the little profile picture. I'll show you in the picture right here. Go over here. But basically, you'll be able to see if a survivor is repairing a gen, opening a gate, healing, mending, or recovering, cleansing, blessing a totem, searching a chest, or any kill-specific action. So this is a good thing. This is great for solo players, and this is pretty much exactly what they wanted to do. They said they wanted to basically have actions that would buff solo queue survivor without giving team survivors, aka Swifts, an advantage. So that's fine. This is what it looks like. This looks cool. W, really glad about that. Now, one thing that is too, you see those little scratch marks, the little tiny entity claws. These will appear on the survivor that is being chased, so you won't have to worry about knowing which survivor is getting chased, and if he's getting chased or going for the unhook. So that is amazing. Thank you. Okay. Basically, yep. Like I just said before. Yeah, finally, we've added a new health state to show when a survivor is being carried by the killer. Previously, the carried survivor would be shown in the dying state, but they could be confusing new players who are looking for the aura of a down teammate. And this is pretty much explains it. The goal with this feature is to solely bridge the gap between solo survivors and pre-made groups. All this information can be easily conveyed between friends on a call, but not between solo survivors without the use of perks. Therefore, the information will not make a coordinated group any stronger than before. Great. We specifically wanted to avoid anything that could give a already coordinated group of advantage, such as showing a survivor's exact location. Due to the procedural nature of Dead by Daylight naps, callouts like that can be hazy times, so pinpointing the exact location of a survivor could give even pre-made groups an advantage. We hope you'll find this decision to be the fairest option of bridging the gap. Yes, we do, and we will be closely monitoring the impact changes for solo survivors, pre-made groups, and overall gameplay. We look forward to hearing from you about your blah blah blah. Okay. Great change, amazing change. I'm glad they did it. We've been seeing stuff like this on the DBD Reddit for the longest, and I'm glad they finally put the trigger on it. They showed it to us last year, back when the last year's freaking, what was it? The stream they did when they was getting comms and stuff, people was asking questions and stuff. They did that. First things first, I don't know if you guys knew this. I thought the updated wiggle meter, this thing is even blur. I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys, it's blurry. But the freaking skill check wiggles, I thought that was like in the game for like the longest, but apparently it hasn't been, and that's very surprising to me. So it's now officially in the game now, but they also are removing the faster wiggle progression when you use a great skill check. So instead of getting out at 12 seconds, because if you guys didn't know, hitting all great skill checks on the wiggle made you get out faster than the normal wiggle by at least a second, which is very important when it comes down to those situations where it's life or death. So they decided to change it for some, when you hit a great skill check, you'll wiggle, the killer will sway 20% more. Now, one thing I do know, because my girl brought this up, because she plays DBD on console, is freaking killer sway is no joke on console. Especially after playing her stuff to try to get some of her challenges done. Killer sway is no joke. It feels like every survivor has boil over on console. PC, all we gotta do is just hold the opposite button, and I guess you can do the same thing on controller, but it just seems like it's way more on console. So this is probably gonna suck for those console players. PC, it's probably not gonna be a big video. It'll be an adjustment. I'm gonna get used to it. That's fine. Okay, second, we've added a new sound for non-attempt. So basically, when you're trying to just give up and the survivor is walking around, it's not gonna be as loud. It's gonna be a new noise, and the noise is not gonna be as loud. Third, we've cleaned up the new system with Decisive Strike. Previously, the wiggle skill checks would start immediately after the Decisive Strike skill check. This caught a lot of people off guard and caused some confusion. This is now a short 0.5 delay after the Decisive Strike skill check. Before the wiggle skill checks appear, you'll be credited a small amount of wiggle progress to make up for the added delay before the skill checks appear. Good. Now, here's the good part. So Nurse is getting changes. I'm not gonna say nerfs, I'm saying changes because her perks are getting changed. Apparently they're just getting rid of all the range add-ons, which is great, but also I'm gonna read this verbatim here. In the right hands, the Nurse can no doubt be the strongest killer in the game. Though she has a steep learning curve, not much can stand a good Nurse and a survivor she's trying to kill, not even walls. Although it's been a while since we've made any major changes to her, the Nurse has steadily grown in power thanks to the introduction of new perks, making already strong playstyles even stronger. Correct. This in a large part comes down to the fact that her attacks are considered basic attacks, meaning they can benefit from a wide variety of perks. Those wide variety of perks being Starstruck. Actually, right here, I'm just keeping it. Since the Nurse can be threatening enough on her own, we decided to make her blink attacks special attacks. This is a big deal, which is a good thing though. I'm really happy they're doing this. People have been saying this for the longest. Thank God they're finally doing it. This means they will no longer be able to activate basic attack perks such as Starstruck, Nerfed, and so on. So you guys know those Starstruck nurses, Starstruck Agi nurses? That don't work no more. So you're gonna have to hit a basic attack hit, so just a regular swing before you blink. So you can't blink and swing, it's not gonna count, which is good because if Blight can't do it, neither should Nurse. Next, we've added a new sound when the Nurse is fully charged your blinks. So whenever you're playing as Nurse and you have the situations, unless you know the muscle memory and how long it takes to recharge both blinks, you don't have recharge add-ons. It'll make a noise specifically for you. From what I'm reading, it says specifically for you. If this is also for the survivor, that could be kind of changing, because if you know the Nurse has her blinks, both of her blinks charged and ready to go, you can play a little bit differently. But I'm pretty sure this is just for the killer, so the killer can understand when her blinks are charged, because it says you know when you're ready to blink without having to keep an eye on the corner of the screen. So I'm pretty sure this is just for the killer. But if it is for the survivor, if the survivor has like a noise, just like when Oni gets his power ready, when he gets Blood Rage fully powered, you get that like gong noise. If that would play every time she got her blinks back, that'd be cool, but that would kind of get like old after a while. They're gonna have to come up with, it would have to be something small and not too like loud, because you're gonna be hearing it literally all game. Well, beyond that, we took some time to revisit Nurse add-ons and add some new effects, bringing the strongest and weakest of the bunch closer in line with the rest. Notably, an add-on that increases the Nurse's maximum blink range has been replaced completely, and here's a sneak peek of what they do. Now, here's the bad. Whenever behavior does add-on reworks, most of the time they don't work. They kill them. They kill add-ons, because most people want to use the power more and make the power better. So this new change to the reach add-ons, after hitting a survivor with a blink attack, the Nurse becomes undetectable for 25 seconds. This effect can be triggered every 45 seconds. So this is going to be cool and niche, but I doubt you're going to see people use it. You're still going to see people using recharge add-ons. Off the top of my head, the recharge add-ons could probably be in this list, but I don't know the name of them off the top of my head. I stopped playing Nurse a while ago. I play her every once in a while, but I got bored. It gets boring, like slaughtering lobbies over and over again. Granted, I'm not the best, but when I did play a lot, I was fairly above average. So I'm gonna say fairly, as in pat myself in the back. I think I'm pretty good with Nurse. So yeah. Once all blinks have been exhausted, this is Jenner's last breath, by the way. That was the last one. I think this is the purple recharge speed, and this one's the green. No, this is the purple range, and this is the green range. Once all blinks have been exhausted, the Nurse may teleport back to her original position. Once she returns to the original position, all blink charges are restored. This could be cool if you're messing up a lot, but also if this is also going to lose you like a crap ton of distance, because you're going to blink twice and then respawn and then go back. I mean, this would be cool like to check gens, I guess, to go blink to the gen, come back if no one's there, get your charges back, and then blink to another gen, come back if no one's there. So I guess you could use like that, I guess. I didn't think about that when I first saw it. But the full details for the change add-ons can be found in the patch notes once the update goes live, but you can also expect changes to these ones. So these are all the add-ons are being changed. So that's cool. And now we're getting some changes. The Nurse. Wait, no. Spasmodic breath will also receive new audio and visual changes. Okay. As I go to bed after I finish recording this, the PTB goes live and they finally announced what all these add-on changes are for Nurse. So we're gonna go over them really quickly because I want to get this video out today. All right. So like I said, blink attacks from Nurse are now no longer basic attacks, they're special attacks, so that's great. Just to get this off of it, everyone wants to I know everyone probably wants to hear what the add-on changes are in general. But first off, to get this out of the way, there are no more recharge add-ons and no more blink range add-ons. Those are gone. So I wonder what nurse add-ons are going to use next. My idea, I'm gonna tell you when we get to it. I think I know what nurse people are going to use next. So catatonic baby treasure reduces extra fatigue from chain blinks by 65%. Was 100%. Okay. Dark censure increased movement speed after blinking, but before the following fatigue by 30%. I don't think anyone's going to use this. Heavy panting extends the duration of a lunge by 30% after more than one blink. I think people might actually use this. Ataxic respiration reduces the blink fatigue duration by 7%. Was 12. Okay. Fragile Ease blinks attacks will afflict mangled. Okay. Campbell's last breath after reappearing with a fully charged blink, the nurse immediately blinks again to add a full charge in the direction she is currently facing. This only works if the nurse has been remaining if the nurse has a remaining blink charge. Originally have blink charge. Okay, so basically it would go a half charge instead of full charge. Now it's full charge. That's cool. Don't think anyone's gonna use it. Batman's last breath, hitting a survivor with a successful blink attacks grants undetectable 25 seconds. It was 16, so that's good. This effect can only be triggered once every 45 seconds. Was 60. I don't know the dude's name. Kevong's last breath, I'm gonna say. When succumbing to fatigue, any survivor within 8 meters of the nurse are affected with blindness status effect for 60 seconds. I guess, who cares though? Jennifer's last breath. Once the nurse has exhausted all of her blinks, the nurse can immediately blink back to her original position before pressing the active ability button. Must be triggered before the nurse succumbs to fatigue. After returning to her original position, all blink charges are restored. Now, like I said in the video, I definitely think people might use this in the beginning, but I don't think you're gonna see people stick to it. I think this is gonna be like in the early game nurse, to where you like spawn in the middle and you blink to all the gens and then come back, blink to all the gens and then come back if nobody's there. That'll save you some time, I guess, but that's about it. Now, Torn Bookmark adds 1 blink charge and increases the blink recharge speed by 30%. It was 50. If I had to guess what these nurses are going to use now, it's this one. It's going to be the Torn Bookmark Ultra Rare. Deliberately, because you get the blink charge, but it's 30% speed instead of 50%. And also, like I said, there's no recharge add-ons and no range add-ons anymore. So that's cool. I think that's what they're going to use. Or I think they're probably going to swap to like no add-ons, go back to no add-on nurses, because before these, like, everyone got heavy on range and recharge. Everyone used to run no add-ons because some people said it messed your muscle memory. I know now it doesn't, because like it would just be on top of the add-ons, but some people said it messed with the muscle memory. So there you go. Matchbox sets the maximum number of blinks charges to 1, increases the nurse's base movement to 4.4. So now she moves at hunter speed without blinks. So, no, with blink, she has 4.4 movement speed, so she'll be able to move at the speed of hunters. That's good. Nurse is getting her own official chase music, so that's great. And that's about it. Oh, I could talk about the ear crow map. I don't know. Ear crows have received bounce pass. Yep. Length. Yep. Generators. Extinguished. Great. The main building has been moved toward the map's edge. Cool. Then the strength of certain main building loops have been decreased. Great. New tiles have been added. Awesome. All right. Enjoy the rest of the video. Back to the newest killer. The knight and his guards have been patrolling the realm for a little over a month now. We've been combing through your feedback all for a while, blah blah. Okay, so basically they just made it so the knight is better at using his guards at a distance. So first, the orb survivors see when the killer is creating a path will shrink, with distance disappearing completely when the path is longer than 10 meters. This will make it more difficult for survivors to avoid the guard before they become active. Then the killer will still need to predict where the survivors go. Good change. Second, after creating a path longer than 10 meters, the knight will gain a haste status effect for a few seconds. The longer the path, the longer the movement speed bonus will last. This aims to help the killer catch up after using his power. Good. Third, guards will move to the position they are spotted a survivor and begin chasing faster depending on the length of the patrol. Like the haste, only paths longer than 10 meters will benefit from this. Beyond promoting longer paths, we've increased the instant generator aggression for guards, specifically for the guards, to 5%. This is cool, specifically because they don't activate perks, so that's cool. Lastly, we've admired the creative ways. So basically, they're making it so you can't do like the Tinker. I don't even know. I was about to call it freaking Tinker Tech, but I've never heard of a tech. But basically, so you can't like be in the summoning pose. If you're in the summoning pose, you lose terror radius. So they basically just making it so it's 10 seconds instead of unlimited. So you can't like put the sword down and then go into path mode and lose terror radius. So you can do it, but only for 10 seconds, because before it was infinite. Okay, finally, we're getting a freaking Eyrie of Crows nerf. You'll have to see it. Eyrie of Crows is literally probably, like, in my opinion, is the most survivor-sided map in the game. I'm trying to think if there's anything worse. I'm pretty sure Eyrie is like the most survivor-sided. I don't know though. If I had to guess, I don't know. Okay, but here we go. Last year, the Forsaken Boneyard entity in the entity's realm launched at the Portrait of Murder chapter. You're giving us a lot of feedback for server landscape, and we've prepared the gameplay adjustments for the Eyrie of Crows, which will launch in the upcoming patch. Many players have reported this map felt survivor-sided, and this is something we can back up with looking at our data. To remedy this map will be changing shapes. Rather than a long rectangle, the map will be roughly the size, will roughly be a square, allowing killers to patrol the generators more easily. This change in shape will also reduce the overall size of the map slightly. So the map is going to be a little bit smaller, and it's going to be a square instead of a rectangle. Good. Additional maze tiles, stronger tiles made up of tall tiles, have been moved away from the main building in the shack, making it harder to combine them into stronger loops. So if you guys know those short wall tiles with the pallet, like it's like a L wall, but there's a short L wall, I think that's what they mean, with the pallet on both sides, and sometimes you can get one that vaults right into the window, and then on both sides it'll be one that vaults into the window and then one that goes straight out the door. So luckily they said they're going to pull those away from the main building, so that's good. Last but certainly not least, several new tiles have been added to the map. Great. Multiple existing tiles that we've added to new foliage added in strategic places to allow trapping killers to better hide the traps. This is still going to be probably almost useless because, yay, a little bit of grass there. Everyone's just going to be specifically extremely extra careful of those grass spots, because there's almost no grass any other parts of the map. So everyone, if you have a trapper, they're going to be even more like, they're going to check it out even more, just because it's so rare to see grass. Everyone's like, there's definitely traps in here. So that's cool. This is a great feature they're adding. They're adding an in-game tracker to challenges, so you don't have to guess where your challenges are. So that's good. So you'll be able to know where your progress on the challenge in match. That's great. Game flow improvements. Speaking of challenges, if you're ever queued up, so they're basically making it so you can queue and search. You can change your challenges and look at the store while queuing for a match. It's great. And they're basically making getting achievements easier for killer. So because you know how the higher rank you go, the harder it is to get achievements with killer. So if you get 4 kills, if you kill all 4 survivors, it's automatic merciless killer, which means you get the achievement. Fine. Iridescent shards is great. Basically, they're talking. A while back they announced that all outfits that aren't licensed outfits will eventually be on sale for shards later down the line. And they said that the next group of survivors includes Ruby, Clown, Spirit, Ace, and Fang. So they said you can expect these iridescent shard prices to appear around the time the update releases on all platforms, not the PTB. And they basically said this year is the most cheaters ever had, and that's pretty much it. Overall, like I said, this is a uncommon behavior W, because they're finally making it seem like they actually play their game, because sometimes they be doing changes that makes absolutely no sense to people that play the game consistently, and it makes me feel like, why are we even trusting these people? But this is like I said, this is a uncommon behavior W. So I'm glad they're trying to take the chance. They're trying to whittle down the freaking giant sculpture that is Nurse, as she looms over the world of Dead by Daylight, killing and murdering survivors across the realms and making them not want to play the game anymore. So I'm glad Night is getting some buffs. Eyrie Crows is going to be great. Hopefully this looks a little bit better. The wiggle mechanics, we'll see. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the important parts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a short little video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be uploading again Friday. I'm gonna do a short little outro real quick. If you guys didn't watch my year in the review video, you should try and watch that if you want to, but I'll just give you a little short TLDR. The goal for the channel this year is I'm going to upload more. Okay, so we're gonna try and hit 2 videos a week, and if I can consistently do 2 videos a week, like I've been doing 1 video a week every Friday for the past couple of months, or basically all of 2022, I did a video a week. So if I can pump it up to 2 videos a week, we're going to do that and see how far I can take this, because more content means more eyes and more ability to have eyes on content. So if you guys liked it, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the new content you're getting. Be sure to leave likes and comment. Make sure you guys tell me what you guys do and don't like about these videos so I can make them better for your viewing pleasure, and I can learn more about you guys so you guys enjoy the content even better. All right, I appreciate you guys being here. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Be easy.